Should I get a BBL in my 20s? Absolutely.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes.
Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Divine Umeh. If this is your first time seeing this beautiful face, welcome. Please don't make it your last. Consider subscribing. I am a lifestyle content creator based in Lagos, Nigeria. I review places around Lagos and I also share my life experiences with the hopes that you can learn something from it. Anyways, without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Guys, today's topic is one that is very touchy, but I just feel the need to speak on it because you guys have been asking ever since I launched this new series on my channel called What I've Learned in My 20s. This series basically is about sharing my experiences with the hopes to educate you and provide you with information that I've gotten from my experience or just from research. I just want to put a quick disclaimer. These videos or this content is not in any way to bash anybody or bring anybody down or to make you feel bad about your decisions or the way that you live your life. It is just my personal opinion, my personal experiences, my personal research that I'm bringing to you with the hopes to help you just as much as it's helping me in my 20s, okay? So today, I'm answering a question from one of my subscribers. She asked me, should I get a BBL in my 20s? So that is today's question, and that is what I'm going to be diving into. If you're trying to make that decision right now in your 20s, you just want to get some guidance, this video is definitely for you. If you've already done it and you have one or two things that you want to tell people about it that you feel like people don't really talk about, this video is also for you. If you're just really concerned about this whole BBL epidemic and you just want to hear more about it or speak about it, this video is also for you. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, first of all, what is the BBL? I know many of you guys are always saying BBL. None of you know the meaning of BBL, okay? So I'm going to tell you guys what a BBL is. A BBL is basically a Brazilian butt lift. It's like a cosmetic surgery, a cosmetic procedure whereby fat is taken out of different parts of your body, like your arms, your stomach, your lower back, your thighs, and is being put into your bum to give you that round hourglass bum, basically the Kim Kardashian bum, okay? I mean, let's not even try to mince words and just kind of go all over the place. You want to know what a BBL is? Look at a Kim Kardashian, look at Kylie Jenner, look at your favorite Instagram baddies. They all have BBLs done. So basically, yeah, that's what BBL is. The term BBL, Brazilian butt lift, it came from the first guy who ever did the surgery. Apparently he was a Brazilian surgeon, and I guess that's where the name came from. And also because women from Brazil, they are known for having very voluptuous, beautiful, stunning peaches. So yeah, I have a feeling that that's where the name comes from. Let's just first of all let's unpack a lot of things before I'll finally give you my opinion on whether or not I think you should get a BBL in your 20s. I personally think that this whole BBL epidemic is a trend because, I mean, in my experience and in my life up until this point in my 20s, I have seen a lot of trends come and go. I mean, I can remember when I was younger when having big titties were like the in thing. In the Playboy era, during the times of Kendra, Holly. I don't know if you guys remember, but I used to be very into entertainment like since I was like really young. People were getting these very huge titties and they didn't even care about their ass. So that was like the in thing. Everybody was getting their boobs done. The Playboy girls had very big boobs and no ass, but that was what was trending. In fact, if you had a big ass then, they would even make fun of you for like being a fat ass. Like, it was frowned upon, okay? This was like a trend back then. There's been so many other trends that have come up. There's been the low-waist jeans, the high-rise jeans. You know, there's been different trends that have come up. Abortion belts. You guys remember the era of abortion belts now. Remember the era of, there's just been so many things from like the fashion industry to like even just like your physical appearance and everything. A lot of trends have come and gone, you know. So for me, that is why I say this whole BBL epidemic, I feel like it is a trend because I have seen a lot of trends come and go, and the people who got their breasts done back in the day are now trying to get their ass done now. So it's like, it just worries me because I'm like, if this is a trend, that means in the next 2 or 3 years, there's going to be another trend again, and only God knows what that trend is going to be. So I don't want to be that person in a society where I'm waiting for the next trend to hop on it and jump on it, okay? So it's important to know, I feel like it's important for us to know that this thing is a trend. Like when we have that mentality that this thing is a trend, then we can now make more informed decisions if we want to get a BBL. Now, this trend has been sponsored by a lot of things. One of the major things that has played a huge role to this trend, and I'm going to be referring to this BBL pandemic as a trend, my personal opinion again. One thing I think that has really sponsored this is the media. I'm talking about television, I'm talking about the Kim Kardashians, the Kylie, the music videos, the Cardi B, Saweetie. I mean, you guys have seen it it's everywhere. When we go over to social media, it is everywhere. You are seeing everybody getting it. So it's like the media has a huge role to play in, you know, shaping these trends. If we go on TikTok, you know, there's a whole, will I even say, niche for BBL. You know, there was a time that this whole trend was going on where this guy was trying to imitate girls that had BBLs. Like, it was really, really trending. Even on YouTube, okay, there was a time that the whole BBL thing broke out. Like, if you did a video about your BBL journey, your BBL surgery, your BBL regrets, your BBL thoughts, you're going to get millions and millions of views, because a lot of people were interested in getting BBL at that time, even up till now. Another thing that have influenced this trend is the male gaze. Now, there's this general conception that men find women with BBLs beautiful, sexually appealing, a full woman, if I'll call it that. When you ask guys, like, especially with this whole smash or pass thing that was going on YouTube again, where you ask guys, you bring a girl and ask a guy, will you smash, will you pass? And a lot of the guys will say, oh, they will smash this girl because she had a booty, you know. Like, I mean, obviously we all know what the male gaze is. And then again, there's also the female gaze, which I think also sponsors this trend as well. Even me myself, I'm not even gonna lie, when I see girls that have BBLs or very like voluptuous booty, I'm like, wow, this girl is hot. Like, I even do that as well. So I feel like a lot of time we want to shift the blame to the male gaze, but also there's such thing as a female gaze, where we ourselves see women with curvier waist, slim waist as, you know, the ideal beauty or the standard of beauty, or sexually appealing or beautiful. I know a lot of YouTubers that are popular because of how beautiful their body is, their BBL bodies are, and people just watch them just to see their lifestyle, to see their bodies, the truth is, people are, as much as we want to deny it, people are very moved by physical appearance. People are moved by it. People love it. Male love it, the female love it. So these are all things that have also inspired the trend as well. I've seen a lot of people go to get BBLs because their favorite influencers got it. This is a trend that has been sponsored by so many things, by the media, the female gaze, the male gaze, fast fashion brands, and so many other things, okay? Now, do you know that 1 in 3,000 girls die? Not even girls, because now guys are getting BBLs as well. 1 in 3,000 people die in this BBL surgeries. Like, I mean, it's a proven fact, it's statistics, you can go and look it up. I feel like a lot of people are not aware of the dangers that are involved in getting these surgeries. People don't really talk about that enough. People just talk about a BBL like you're just going to go in, oh, like I want to go get my lashes done, I'm just going to go in and get a BBL done. No. Like, no, that is not how it is. It is a very high risk surgery, okay? And people are dying from it, and I don't know why people don't even talk about the fact that it's very, very life-threatening. You could die under the anesthesia, you could even die when you're wrongly injected. So many things could go wrong even just on the surgery alone. And you don't expect doctors to come out and tell you about people that died on the table getting the BBL. They're not going to come and tell you that. They only show you jobs that are successful. And I feel like it is my job to bring to you guys, sorry, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but it's my job to bring you guys the real truth behind these surgeries, okay? There is a lot of risk involved in these surgeries. I feel like you need to know that. Some of the doctors, especially doctors in Nigeria, they do a very bad job with even explaining to you the complications, like what is involved. They just want to collect your money, so they're not even going in to tell you all these things. And I feel like you, as a young thinking person that wants to get a BBL, that is where you should now go and do your own research, because these doctors are just here to make their money. Everybody is here basically to make their money. You get, like, there's a lot of processes even involved in the aftercare. There's a lot of information that people do not know about the BBL, and I feel like it's also our jobs as individuals, young thinking individuals, like I always say, go and do your research. As with anything else, if you want to get a BBL, go and do your research. Don't just watch videos of, oh wow, I got a BBL, this was my before, this was my after. Go and do in-depth research. Are you aware of some of the complications that can come off after doing a BBL? There's so much out there. You could get a seroma, you could get an oil cyst, you could get fat necrosis, you could even get like a lipo burn, like so many things that you could get that people do not even go the extra mile to research and find out about. You just see the perky butt and you're like, yeah, I want that. It's not copy and paste. You're not doing a presentation. Is your real life, is your body, okay? Do some research, okay? Now I'm aware that there's like some kind of stigma around women that do BBL, which I don't even understand why, and that's the reason why there's a lot of information that is not even being effectively communicated in the media, because a lot of people feel like, oh, people are going to judge me because I got a BBL, so they don't come out to say the truth. You see a lot of your favorite influencers, even the Kardashians till today, still insist that their bodies are real. Like, how ridiculous is that? And it's because of the stigma, because people are going to say, oh, you did a surgery, ew, like, oh, you're not real, you're fake. So there's all the stigma, and without the stigma, there's now a lot of hiding the truth. Like, these people don't feel the need to come out and say, I did a surgery. A lot of people here in Lagos, in Nigeria, they've done BBLs, but because of, they know that if they come out and say, I did a BBL, you're going to bash them. So they're just like hiding. So the risk involved, the problems, the complications, nobody's talking about it because they are scared to say anything because you bash them. So they just rather hide and nurse their wounds and clean their wounds and suffer and endanger their life for nothing. So I feel like, I mean, I should take this time to just say, let us just stop stigmatizing, okay? If people decide that they've done BBLs, or, you know, they want to do BBLs, let's be more open about this type of conversations, okay? Let's remove judgment from it and just kind of unpack, because I feel like in this kind of conversations, there's so much that we can learn, even from those that have done it, those that are about to do it. So I feel like this whole stigma part of it, there's no point looking at anybody lesser because the person has done a BBL. Like, it's their choice, it's their life. You can only advise, you can only educate, but it's not your job to judge somebody or bring them down. Okay, I feel like by the time we begin to unlearn these habits of stigmatization and, you know, just the whole negative stigma around BBL, then we can now start having very, very objective conversations about this type of things. So now that we've established that this may potentially be a trend, now that we've established, you know, we've kind of seen the risks that are involved, I wanted to ask yourself a question. Why am I getting this surgery? Am I getting this surgery because I want to be more appealing to the males or the females? I want to be the baddest bitch. I want to look like my favorite influencer. I want to turn heads. I want to be trendy. Is that really why you're getting it, or do you really need to get it? Like, I just need you to be more self-analytical now and be objective, because I feel like some of these things stems out of a lot of mental issues, okay? And this is not to bash anybody. It stems out from a lot of mental issues. A lot of us are struggling with body dysmorphia. A lot of us are struggling with low self-esteem. A lot of us are struggling with so many things, okay? And these are the real issues that we need to unpack. These are the real issues that we need to solve. If you don't solve those issues and you think that BBL is a means to an end, or when I get this BBL, my body dysmorphia will be over. When I get this BBL, my self-esteem is going to be off the roof. When I get this BBL, men will start to come to me. Women will start to take me seriously. That is where you've missed it, okay? Like, that is where you've missed it, okay? You need to first correct that mental issue before you can now say, oh, okay, now I'm being objective now. Why do I really want this BBL? Because that's the truth. A lot of us that are going to get these BBLs, it's just a mental thing, okay? You have problems that you haven't dealt with mentally, and you feel like this BBL is a means to an end to solving that problem. And then you get the BBL, and eventually you see that you still want to get more, or you still don't even feel good about yourself. You still start, and that's when the whole booty greed thing comes in. Now, booty greed is basically when you've gotten your booty done and you want to do more and more and more and more. You want to keep increasing and increasing. We've seen a lot of our favorite influencers, a lot of our favorite celebrities getting their booty increased, decreased, just continuously keep doing more and more procedures. And this is what I'm talking about. When you don't go back and evaluate your mental health and evaluate the reason why you're making that decision, you'll find out that you just enter a rabbit hole where you keep on fixing until you finally just destroy yourself. So this is a very important question. I mean, if you don't take anything out of this video, just take out this part, which is mentally evaluate yourself. Why are you getting this surgery? Do you have a mental problem that you're struggling with? If you do, let's start by working on that first. If you have low self-esteem, let's start by working on low self-esteem first. Let's start by working on the body dysmorphia first. Let's start by working on these internal things first. Then when we are done, we can now come back and have the conversation of, oh, okay, now that I know that I'm good, like with or without BBL, I'm stunning. Do I still want to get this? I hope I'm making sense. Okay, so down to the question that was sent by one of my beautiful subscribers. Should I get a BBL in my 20s? Absolutely not. And I'll tell you why. Just hold on. You're in your 20s, okay? You're still young. Your body is undergoing a lot of changes. Like, your body is literally changing. I for sure know that my body's changing every single day. I look at myself every day, I'm like, wow, you're really growing, you're really changing. Like, I used to be really skinny. I used to be like a size 6, now I'm like a size 8. No matter how much I want to stop myself from growing, I'm changing. My skin is changing, I'm breaking out, my skin is coming together, it's falling apart, it's coming together, it's falling apart. Like, things are happening to your body, especially in your 20s and even in your 30s. Like, your body is constantly changing. There's still so many changes that your body has not even undergone yet. Like, you might potentially get married, you might potentially get pregnant, you know, give birth, and all these things are going to change your body drastically. So I feel like doing a permanent procedure to a body that is developing and growing and changing is just not a wise decision at this time. How about you get to the phase where you know that, okay, I'm no longer growing again, like I've finished, my body is not going to change again, and I'm ready to make this, because it's an investment, it's a lot of money. To do a BBL cost anywhere from about $3,000 to $30,000. It's a wide spectrum. Yeah, it's very expensive, except you want to get like a cheap one by a quack doctor. I mean, you can see for $500, but you should be sure what you're getting into. But a BBL costs anywhere from $3,000 to $30,000. So it's like, first of all, do you have the money to make this investment? Are you ready to make this investment? And how about you just wait till when you can really afford it, like when you can really afford it and maintain it? Because it's not just that you splurge this $30,000 on your body and then you gain the weight back again, because your body is changing in your 20s, so you're going to get fat again, you're going to get more weight again, and then you have to redo the surgery. Why not just wait until like your body is done changing? When you're sure that my body is no longer changing, I've given birth, I've done everything that would potentially alter my body, it's time for me to make this permanent, if you must, okay? That is how I feel about the whole situation, okay? And even by then, it's no longer be a trend. So you can now even understand if you are doing this for the right reasons, or if you are doing it because it's trending right now. Do you get what I mean? So I personally would say absolutely do not. Look for other non-invasive solutions that you can do right now if you're really conscious about your body. You can do, like I said, you know, there's the sculpting, the body sculpting, there's the non-invasive surgeries, there's the going to the gym option, which I think is the healthiest decision that you can make. There's no side effects to going to the gym. So, you know, that's a healthier option that I think that you can even look into. And like I said, just evaluate yourself, do like a mental evaluation. Why am I getting this? Hopefully you're not getting it for anybody, you're not getting it for your spouse or your partner, or thinking that, oh, you know, if I get this, men are going to come. Because trust me, a lot of girls who have gotten this are still having men problems to date. I mean, look at Kim Kardashian, and not to make fun of their situation or anything, but look at the Kardashians, look at the pioneers of this standard of beauty. They are always struggling with relationships. Self-evaluate yourself and make sure that you're not doing it for the wrong reasons, okay? Now, once that is out of the table and you clearly know why you're doing this, and you still want to do it, make sure that you do your research, like extensive. I'm not talking about going to Google and just reading the first page. Extensive research for days and weeks, okay? Find out what you're getting into. Make sure you're going to the best hospital, the best doctor. You're getting it done the right way. You have a support system, someone who is there with you, helping you, guiding you, praying for you, okay? And yeah, I wish you all the best. So yes, guys, that is my 2 cents on this whole BBL epidemic. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you found it useful, educative. I hope you learned something from this. I want us to have an honest conversation in the comment section. Do let me know your thoughts on this topic. What do you think about the BBL epidemic? Have you done a BBL? Do you plan to do one? What do you think about people that have done one? Do you wish somebody told you something before you got your own done? Do you wish there were some things you did or some things you knew before you got yours done? Do you plan to, I mean, I just want to know, okay? Is there something I didn't touch on in this video that you'd like to speak extensively on? You never know who you might be helping, you never know who you might be encouraging, who you might be saving. So yeah, let's have an open and honest conversation in the comment section. Like I said, we're spreading love, we're spreading knowledge, we're spreading information. This is not a place to hate on anybody or any name calling or dragging somebody or bashing somebody or bringing somebody else down. If I see such comments, I'm going to take it down, because I want us to be very respectful in the comment section, very respectful, very polite, and yeah, we just don't want any negative vibes here. So let's try to keep it very respectful, very fun, very educative. And yes, guys, we have come to the end of this video. I do really hope you found this helpful. Guys, if you've watched up to this point and you've not subscribed, you just want to be seeing my fine face for free, No, like that's rude. Please make sure you subscribe. Click the red button that is matching with my lipstick. Click it. It might be here, it might be here, I don't know. But you see a red button matching with my lipstick. Please make sure you click on it. Please make sure you subscribe to your girl. Support me so that you can keep on seeing more videos like this one. If you want us to discuss on more topics like this, if you really enjoyed this, what I've learned in my 20 series, let me know that you're enjoying this series, okay? The first episode was how to look expensive in your 20s. I think I'm gonna clip it somewhere here in case you haven't seen that. Let me know if you want to keep seeing more videos like this, and I will see you guys in my next video. Oh, obviously like this video too so that YouTube can understand that you're enjoying it and they can keep recommending it to more people. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.